Hey collectors, welcome to Star Wars Collected. I'm Jonathan. We're about to hit 1,000 subscribers on this channel, which is so much sooner than I ever thought we would. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please consider joining. It's a fun place to be. And if you enjoy this video, make sure you give me a like. Every single time you leave a like, a Mynock gets its wings. But today what we have is the Jedi Temple Guard Lightsaber from the Disney website. We're going to also get out my one that I have from the Disney parks, and we'll compare and contrast the two and see how they are the same and how they differ. This came in, I think, a little bit before Christmas, so we've had it here for a couple weeks, but I wanted to open it up with you guys, so here we go. This was on the Shop Disney webpage for maybe a day, maybe two, I'm not exactly sure. I remember it sort of being teased that it was coming out, and then it did come out, and I didn't hesitate. Some of this, oh wow, this is pretty cool, guys. So you probably know the Jedi Temple Guard from the Clone Wars. They also show up in Rebels in a way. So this box here is really cool. It is sort of an antique white with gold on it, very reminiscent of the Jedi Temple Guards. Okay, so the box is plastic wrapped. It is, I don't know, 5 inches or so tall. And it is maybe 2.5 feet long, something like that. And it looks like this piece down here at the edge, this is actually attached to the lid, not the side, so it's going to slide off here. We have more foam on top here. The underside of that is actually a slightly brighter white than what the top is, which is, like I said, sort of an antique white, maybe a beige color, something like that. Actually, I'll put that up here. All right, and we have ourselves some little card here. So they've got some Arabesh. This is number 1,464 of 3,000 pieces. It says the lightsaber is the sacred weapon of the Temple Guard. Its twin yellow blades symbolize the eternal flame of the Order and the vigilance of its protectors. So here's what that card looks like. And I don't know Arabesh fluently, but it does say Jedi Temple Guard here. I can make that part out. And I'm guessing that this then says, that says lightsaber. I know that's an E. I'll probably put a little pop-up here. You'll go, and then it'll be amazing. Okay, so we've got another piece of foam here, which is great. Kind of a bummer though. When I was taking off the top part, I thought that it'd be kind of a cool lightsaber reveal underneath, so kind of killed it a little bit, but that's okay. All right. Collectors, here we have it. This is the Jedi Temple Guard Lightsaber. This is metal, which is nice and heavy. This I would assume is an end cap for the the actual lightsaber if you want to do them individually. So you get 2 of those, so you could break them apart if you wanted to. And then if you if you know your Jedi Temple Guards, you actually see their lightsabers a couple different ways. This is actually super heavy metal too. This feels really good. You will see it in a staff configuration where it's all one piece, like a double-bladed lightsaber. Think Darth Maul, something like that. Or you will see that folded up, which is something like this. Now, this has got little push buttons on the side here. You hook that button in and it rotates up like that. So you will sometimes see it where they're all together and then they kind of do, it's not quite the same, but I'm kind of thinking about like Dark Rey, how her lightsaber kind of bent in half like that. It actually is quite a bit like this. So then you can do it that way too. The way that they have boxed it is with a connecting piece in between the two, made to be sort of reminiscent, I think, of kind of a wood grain or something like that. What's interesting to me is I did not expect it to be asymmetrical. So this side here is not the same as this side here. I would assume that's probably how they actually are. These are little caps that come in and out, so you could place a blade inside of there if you chose to do so. These unscrew. So I unscrew this off, and here is where the batteries are. Now this has batteries pre-installed inside of it, so that's kind of nice. I don't actually remember whether the other ones had that or not. So if you decided that you don't want the double-bladed hilt type of configuration, you could take one of these and screw that on there and have your lightsaber. Little stickers here that says press on or press off. You also have stickers across the bottom here that say unscrew bottom to replace batteries, some FCC rules, things like that. So let's do this other configuration here with this piece connecting in like that. This piece over here. And now you have it in this configuration. So you can click this button, goes up, this button goes up as well. That's pretty cool. I like how that looks. I like how that displays. I'm not sure how I'm going to display mine. I think this configuration with this piece in it makes it stand out more as a more unique piece. It also lengthens it, which is kind of cool. But the way my lightsabers are displayed in the case behind me, I might need to put them kind of together like this and fold it up. We'll see, maybe I'll do some sort of special display for this guy since it is sort of a special piece. So here are the two versions, and I'm kind of happy to report that they're different. I actually thought, before I really looked at this, that they would be identical to one another, but their paint jobs have a number of differences between the two. So let's start here on the sort of top of it. You'll see that this part right here is a different color on both of them. This right here is also a different color, much darker on this one, more of a silver on this one. And of course, this little shield piece up here at the front, this one has more of a yellowish gold on it, where this one is silver. I imagine this one also had these little stickers on here, which will be removed. The buttons feel the same to me. Do a little quarter turn here. You'll see on the side that this has got like kind of a jade or aqua teal kind of detail on it, where this one is a glossy gray. The detail line here stops there, where on this, the silver goes all the way to the edge. So that's a little bit different too. On the back here, obviously we have the different casing here in the middle, and this detail is sort of this antique white on this one and silver on that one as it goes all the way around. And then as we come to the other side, same things as the other side, different color pieces here, as well as the detail continuing further down on this one and stopping on this one. So my original intention was actually to purchase two of these and 3D print something like this that would hopefully connect the two and you know, kind of give that display, or maybe 3D print something like this and give that display. But when this came out, that kind of saves me the hassle of doing that. I'm going to go ahead and put it back together real quick, and I'll give you my closing thoughts. All right, collectors, there you have it. This is the Jedi Temple Guard piece from shopdisney.com. Overall thoughts, you know, I think it's pretty good. In some ways, I kind of like the paint job on this one better. I think that paint job probably changed depending on the guard. You know, obviously, sometimes they had this type of thing, sometimes they had this type of thing. So I'll have to go back and do a little bit of research as to whether those are just multiple Clone Wars season changes. Maybe one of these reminiscent more of the Rebels version of it, something like that. Hilt's overall pretty good. I think this doesn't look great, would be my only opinion. You know, I think it's supposed to be kind of a some sort of organic texture, whether it's supposed to be wood or something of that nature. And to me, it just falls a little flat. I know they try to kind of build some playability into these things. You can see all these little slats on here. I believe that's to let the sound out from these things. But, you know, I don't think a lot of people are buying these to play with them. I think a lot of people are buying these to display them, and then I'm not really sure whether it's worth sort of ruining the aesthetics here to put those little vents in. There's also these little like circle things here, but I'm not exactly sure what those are for too. And it just makes me think about how, you know, the Rey lightsaber, they put a switch on it in a weird place. My Obi-Wan lightsaber, they did the same thing. So I kind of wish they would lean a little bit more, you know, master replicas than they would, you know, the lower end Hasbro lightsabers with a lot of playability. I just don't think people are playing with these things. They're buying them, they're putting them on a shelf, and they're displaying them. And I think if that's what you're going for, then give us the maximum, you know, display quality piece. But that all being said, I think it looks very cool. I'm not sure whether I will long-term display it with this piece or with this piece. I think both are pretty neat. I do like the box that it comes with. As I was flipping it up to show you guys, there's a little sticker on the bottom here that does tell us a little bit about, you know, how to take the batteries out and stuff like that. And they call it a lightsaber pike. So that is what the last word in Arabesh was that I couldn't think of. So once again, guys, you're getting super close to that 1,000 subscriber mark. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. And if you like this video, give me a like. We have new videos here like this all the time. I've got a whole stack of boxes around me of things that I need to open and show you guys. And I can't wait to share it with you. See ya.